YouTubers, welcome back to the Double SK Show. My name is Smitty Sebastian Curry,
And I'm Misha C.
and we're just having open discussion number 3. We're just going to talk about some of the allegations from these men who are having sexual misconduct in the workplace and all the other different places. And one is our beloved President Donald J. Trump.
Not so beloved, but okay.
Well, he think he is. I didn't know all these people, and you said it was what?
So far, what I've heard and read is that there are 19 women altogether. A lot of them actually, well, some of them came forth before the election, which we know that E.T. or the Entertainment Tonight little clip that he denied where he's grabbing women by, you know what.
About the private part.
Yes. But today, Megyn Kelly had 3 of the women on giving their, I guess, account of what happened to them. So, to me, 19 women, that's quite a few, and, I mean, you have to decide if you're believing it or not, but I know they're now starting more of an investigation.
And they should, because there's a lot of stuff that's going on with Trump. They should do an investigation.
Right.
But before you go into that, because I know you want to go and break it all down about the people.
Other people, but
I
no,
wanted
go
to tell,
ahead.
I watched that Megyn Kelly special today, this morning. And the one lady, she was a passenger on a plane. Okay, and one of the flight attendants came to her and said, "Would you like to sit in first class?" She didn't know why. She's like, "Yes, Donald Trump was in first class." This when he was just regular Donald Trump, of course. So she went and they sat next to him. So he introduced himself, and I just went, blah blah blah. Then he started groping her, and off and on, this and that. So she was like, "Oh, like, what's going on with this?" And kind of blowing him off. Then finally she just got up and left. She said, "I just thought he was a creep." So she didn't think anything. She said, "I didn't know who he was. I didn't know nothing about Donald Trump,
Right.
anything about him." So years later, after that, like a few years, there was some type of trade business going on at not his hotel, but a hotel that he was part of that as far as the businessmen and whatever. And he was there with his wife, first wife, and she was
Okay.
pregnant. And he,
Ivana,
yeah,
or somebody.
Ivana Trump
Okay.
or
Ivanka. Ivanka.
or Vodka Trump or something like that.
Ivanka.
Okay, so he came up to her, like, I guess they had like little booths or whatever. He came up to she was giving out these little things for the whole seminar. And he looked at her, he was like, "You look familiar. Oh, you're that C that I was on the plane."
So he called her a derogatory name.
Cunt.
Right? Thank
Yeah,
okay.
yeah, that's what he called her. And I was like,
Wow.
I cannot believe she said she was just so, like, taken back, so horrified. And she just could not believe that he remembered her or even said that. And then that's when she started coming out. She started telling everybody. And this is before when he was running for president, that's when she's like, "I got to let everybody know what type of president we're going to get." So she just spilled it. So, yeah, if you want to look
Okay.
at the full interview on
Yeah,
this, go to
just
Megyn
take a
Kelly
look.
for the Today Show.
I was watching the Today Show, and I know there was a woman, I can't remember the exact story, but one woman that he actually did kiss her, and it was like an unexpected.
In the elevator?
I believe that was the one.
Yes, because she
Okay.
was talking
Was
about
she
that.
there
Yes,
too?
she was on there.
And there is no way that anyone should get away with advances towards someone else that are not warranted or that they don't want.
It's not,
But
it's
for
it's
him
not invited.
But this is the thing, for him the things that he's already said, we already know that he said them. And then now he's trying to deny them. He's actually said that Entertainment Tonight, where they had his voice, it was him, saying how he was grabbing women, that it was, it's fake and it's phony, how he says about fake news. But hopefully that these investigations will go somewhere.
But that voice,
No, you can't deny that.
no, that wasn't him. That was Ernie from Sesame Street, grabbing Bert, grabbing his stuff. Because they both of them had one.
Okay. So anyway, with that, I'm sure you all have heard quite a few people, from Harvey Weinstein to Kevin Spacey to Matt Lauer.
Not Lauer. And now Roy Moore.
Yes, which Donald Trump is endorsing.
Yes,
so
just like
and the things
campaigning
that,
for
and
his
it's just
butt.
ridiculous that this man has done this many things to young women. So they were pretty much a lot of them were underage, but of course it.
Oh, they were?
Yes, they were underage. He was an adult around 30-something years old with a lot of them, and they were some of them were 17, which the legal age.
Well, that's
in
barely 18,
Alabama
baby.
is 17, but she's still a child. But then there was
Barely
one who was
18.
at least 14.
That means your birthday's in a couple months.
Anyway, as
You
women,
sit there and
we
you
know
wait.
these adult men
Like, no, let me stop.
can have an effect. But for him to endorse this person, it's just crazy to most of us who, whether, to me, all of these allegations cannot be incorrect.
Right.
So, I mean, some of them have, to me, I just don't believe that.
Well, let me ask you a question. As far as the whole Donald Trump thing, do you think anything's going to become of it? Because he said on his campaign to be president, I can stand in the middle of
Yeah,
Fifth
he
Avenue
did.
and shoot someone and not lose any voters. And he's absolutely
I think
right.
before then, yes. And to me, I just have such a problem. I think that Republicans did not want Democrats to
Something's
be a
wrong.
president
No, they ain't.
so bad that they would have anybody in there. And that is just crazy to have this person running our White House from his tweet rants to the thing. If you listen to him, he is not worthy to be the president. And
Oh, not
At
from the
all.
very beginning.
but I think at this point, and it's all those women speaking out, saying that Me Too, that it is now getting everyone's attention to go back and look into these allegations. So I'm really hoping, I'm praying actually, that something comes
Some
out.
justice be served because he needs to be brought down for things that he have done. He needs to take accountable. I mean, he have done
just
said
the
everything.
worst things about people.
I mean, even those commercials that Hillary paid to have, those is real stuff that happened. Like somebody from Venezuela, he was like, he called her Miss Piggy. He called me Miss Piggy, called me Miss Housekeeping. You know, he just said, you're ugly, you're fat. You know, all this stuff. He just said some horrible things about women.
And
What
that's
I'm
not-
noticing, he doesn't have respect for women at all.
And this is the thing. He does not behave like somebody who's
Who's the
running our
president?
country. He has no traits of being able to run a country. Why would you allow him to do so? But he was voted in, and we now have to allow.
Well, he was
things-
voted in, honestly, because Hillary was a woman. And America don't want to see a woman in
not only
place
that,
for
and they
whatever
were just
reason.
so against the
The
Democrats at that
stupid
point.
emails. I think this is a lot worse than some emails, even though nothing leaked out when when they finally did the investigation and all the emails and stuff, you see nothing happen. Everything was good, everything legitimate. And I don't know, America is just so different. America votes for the craziest stuff.
We have to think
Our standards is nuts.
But it's not just what he's doing. You know, of course the sexual harassment type thing is terrible, but our relationships with other countries, I think, are being affected, and it's just terrible to see how this country is just being run
Right,
into the
because
ground.
I don't want to be sitting here because, you know, we have had bombs on our soil and like,
It's been a long time.
yeah, and I don't want that because I like my job. I like my house. I don't want to be like a concentration camp. I don't want to be all that like they do overseas in the Middle East and stuff. I don't want to go through that. And Trump is trying to take us there for whatever reason. Maybe because he's going to the bunkers with him and his family and stuff. But come on now.
It's not good.
It's
just
not
not a
good.
good thing. So hopefully this is the beginning of something that is going, I mean, not just, they're mentioning these 19 women, but I'm really hoping that with them speaking out, that they really do investigate and make him, I want him impeached. I really do.
We all do.
So it's something that I've been.
I tweeted him. I tweeted that to him like, You should be impeached, and he blocked me. So I'm one who I was blocked, and it's so crazy because I couldn't when Obama was in office, I couldn't tweet him because he was never on Twitter, but Donald Trump is. Donald Trump
He's
is
up
acting
in
like he's a regular person.
He
You're
is,
not a regular person. You're running the country. You don't have time to tweet.
And I heard something else, which I don't know is true, may not be true, but they say he spends so many hours per day watching TV, and the other hours are tweeting. So when does he have time to run this country? When does that happen? That's what I want to know.
No, his people around him running it. That's what they're doing.
So
It's just a
anyway,
hot mess.
It is. So we have, I guess we'll wait, right, and see what
And we'll
happens.
see what happens, and hopefully America band together and say, we're damn mad. We're not gonna take it no more. I'm so serious. As far as the women and stuff, and this is like crazy. They were showing. I have to mention this. They were showing like all the women that said different men that sexually assaulted them, and they were showing faces like every few seconds they were showing all these different faces. Why did I see Terry Crews face pop?
I forgot we were going to mention that.
I forgot. He was groped too.
He was sexually harassed, and now he's suing.
But if you're going around, it's like there I go. Okay.
It's not any different because he's a man.
But I talked on the last show with DCD.
Right.
Remember, I was saying about what man is going. But he was groped by another man. That's the difference. Now, if it was a woman, he probably would zipper still shut. He would not have said anything because we have been groped. I've been groped many times in school, outside of school, at my job, by women a lot. And, you play it off like, this is a hot mess. I don't care if I was married or not. You just blow it off. You don't go home and say nothing about it, but you just blow it off. Now,
I probably liked it, but anyway.
I mean, sometimes they like to tug, you know what I'm saying? But us as men, we just don't tell stuff like that because we feel, one, we're more powerful than women as far as physically.
Right.
So we're not worried about them like taking us into like an office and sexually harassing us. It's nothing like that.
Well,
but
women get afraid to speak out.
To speak because
when men have threatened them or it's a threat of their position. They don't want to be fired. Most of them have children and a family, and then it's that they're embarrassed. So I don't know if that's necessarily. Men just don't think.
We don't get embarrassed about that. We just like she wants it.
Right.
Then we keep flirting with her and stuff like that. Then sometimes it turns into what's that movie with Beyonce and Idris?
Yes.
Obsession.
Yes.
That's what it turns into. Something like that, where it shouldn't even go that far, but it turns into stuff like that. But I just think this whole thing is a mess, and I can't believe we're still talking about it.
We're actually,
no. I'm not us.
Everyone.
I'm talking about overall the whole United States, and I just hate that this is.
Actually, that's what the whole sexual harassment thing. No, this is my thing. People have not spoke up enough about that, honestly.
Right.
And I just know people, and I know about it. I just personally know people who have not. They have been harassed and have not spoken out about it. And
did you speak up?
It does need to stop. I said I know people who.
Did you speak up?
You know what? I think
because I can go through your phone right now and see some harassment stuff.
You know what?
And shut this down.
Whatever.
It's like no.
But
no, I'm being funny.
It does need to be. It needs to stop. It just needs to stop. No means no. No doesn't mean try a little harder. And this is something.
It depends how you say no.
This is what I've heard on
no.
Young.
You're supposed to go no.
Teenage boys
stop.
think that no means try a little bit harder.
But
it doesn't.
No, stop. No. That's planned. But when you say no.
When I elbow you in your tea.
Well, that's different.
That will tell you to stop. Anyway, mention your CD.
Oh, the CD, I don't know if I mentioned it. I know I didn't. Shantae Moore is called Xmas for You. Christmas for You. Excellent CD. I listened to it over and over and over again. It has a couple traditional Christmas songs on it, but overall, it's a Christmas CD, but you could pump this in the club. It's some. I'm serious. This CD is like, this has been the best Christmas CD I have ever heard in my life,
Ooh,
and I'm
okay.
not lying.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay.
that I'm so
So
serious
y'all need
because
to
I'm
get
like
Shantae Moore.
Shantae Moore. Yes, it came out this year, and I mean, even though she fine as hell, and she just turned 50 in February, she looks great.
She does
But
look good.
but
She
yeah,
does. Yes.
it's like wonderful. Ooh, again, real quick, Janet Jackson. I saw it's on YouTube. If you Google Janet Jackson Chicago concert, you'll see somebody taped like 20 minutes of her concert. She looks wonderful.
Does she?
Oh my goodness. She looked like the old Janet Jackson. Now I noticed she's still doing some of the moves, but they're not as doom 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 doom. Like if it's not as it's still
Crisp.
tight and the crisp.
Yeah.
Because her ass is 50.
She
Why?
is old. Okay, come on.
Hey, hold up. That's not old. But I'm just saying.
She's up there.
Yeah,
but
she's
no,
up
that's
there.
good. I'm really happy.
But
I wanted to know how
overall-
the concert was.
Oh yeah, you should you
have
can
to.
pull it up on that. Yeah, she looks really good. I'm happy for her,
Yes,
what time
definitely.
is it?
It is time.
Oh my goodness.
But we do want to
Oh,
talk
wow.
just a small portion about just a little bit. It's Christmas, so we are going to do a Christmas show,
Yes, we will.
and
My tree's up. It's not decorated,
yes.
but we'll
We'll
decorate.
have some Christmas atmosphere.
Yeah.
But we just for me, this is a great time of year. It has the feel of Christmas. I'm getting back into it.
Really?
There's some parts of it that make me a little sad.
Yeah.
But overall, it is a good time of year.
Well, we both share the same thing for this month.
Yes.
So yeah.
Yeah,
But
but we want to definitely do a Christmas show and show our Christmas spirit.
yes, and
talk about some more memories and
yeah, well, good, yeah.
things like
but
that.
Did
So
you
we're-
like that?
we're creative,
Because everybody was
yeah.
talking about my little Christmas hat. It was
Yes.
done as a joke. It wasn't small.
I forgot. We'll have to maybe we'll dress up like elves on the shelf this time.
L's on a mother effer shell. Spooky.
We'll see.
But yeah, we should dress up. Actually, I want to get a hat like a fedora with the reindeer ears. Antlers. Should I
antlers,
say?
yeah.
That's what I need to look for that. I
We'll
don't
have
even
to
know where to
we'll have to be
go.
Christmassy. I don't know about
There's
that
no
one.
Christmas shop here.
You have to
No.
Google. Google knows everything.
Damn that, because my packages just came, some of them, and well, it's not Christmas yet,
You know
but
what?
yeah.
You have time.
Yeah,
So-
right, we do. But for that note, we just want to just bring this out. We just about these allegations again, and I don't know what's going to be done about our president of the United States of America.
He's younger
But something needs to
president.
be done, America. I mean, honestly, we're trying every angle for him, and I don't know. It's like Wonder Woman braces. He keep boom, 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 keep blocking
He's
everything.
dodging
Like what the
everything,
hell?
But something's gonna stick. Something's going to happen. So you all who are with
I
us,
think on a tweet and said I was harassed by him. He's like, who the hell his black ass? I ain't never saw him. I never met Donald Trump, but I'm just saying.
but something definitely will happen.
Okay.
I have faith.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Say that. But once again, we do appreciate you tuning in. Again, always subscribe, always like. Hit us up on not Twitter because Twitter is personal, but hit us on the Gmail is the SSK show at gmail.com. Oh my God, I almost said .com, just period, no at. So yeah, Margaritaville. But anyway, once again, we do appreciate you tuning in, and we're gonna say we'll see you next time. So once again, my name is Smitty Sebastian Kirk, always in the works.
And I'm Misha C. All about me.
And for that note, we say have a very good week.
Yes.
Okay.